Gibbon Island. Two gibbons and their baby lived in a cage at the zoo. Sometimes they swung from an old branch with their long arms. They had nothing else to do because they couldn't go outside. That cage is much too small for gibbons, said the young keeper. They need tall trees to climb. I think we could put the gibbons on an island in the lake where the pelicans live, said the head keeper. Then they wouldn't need to be inside a cage at all. Gibbons never tried to swim. The gibbons would love being outside, said the young keeper, but we will have to make the lake deeper. That would stop people from walking over to the island. Soon a digger came to move dirt out of the lake. All the wet dirt was dropped on the island. The lake grew deeper and the island grew higher. Some children came to watch. People planted trees on the island. Wild gibbons live in rainforests, the keeper told the children. We are trying to make the island look like the home in the wild. Work went on for many weeks. Builders came to make a new house for the gibbons at the side of the lake. It could be a warm, safe place for the gibbons to sleep in at night. They built a little bridge from the house to the. When it was time to move the gibbons, the head keeper said, "We must be very careful. The gibbons have never lived outside a cage before. They could be scared at first, then they might rush around too fast and hurt themselves. Gibbons can move like lightning. If their mother gibbon gets upset, she might stop caring for her baby," said the young keeper. So one morning, before the zoo was open, a vet put the gibbons to sleep for a while. The keepers put nets around them and took them down to the lake in a truck. When the gibbons woke up, they were inside. We want the gibbons to feel safe before we let them go. All the next week, the gibbons just looked at their island through the big windows. At last, the keepers opened the door. They watched as the gibbons came out and crossed the bridge to the island. The gibbons were not at all scared. They climbed the trees and swung along the branches. And when the children came to the zoo, they loved watching the gibbons swinging from tree to tree. Gibbon Island is their very own playground. The end. By Ross.